It's school season again. Whether you are just starting school or you've been in school for a little while, if you're already feeling a bit of overwhelm and stress, raise your hand. Well, you're not alone. School can be stressful. There are a lot of activities, tests, exams, projects, friends, extracurricular activities. It can be tough to stay on top of it. You are in luck. I'm Pamela Henry. I'm the creator of the Success Choice System, and today I'm going to give you 4 tips to help you have a little less stress and a little more success this school season. The first step is to develop the habit of using your planner or calendar. So most students get an academic calendar when they go to school. So help your child learn how to use that and to get in the habit of using that through example. So pull out your Success Choice planner and have them pull out their academic planner and pull out the school calendar and write down all the important dates into your planner. So things like spring break, fall break, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, end of term, end of semester, exam, finals week, all of those things that are on the school calendar, make sure they get into your Success Choice planner and into your child's planner. You can either pull out your whole set and go through those calendars and do it for the whole year, or you can use the planning calendars in the back of your quarter. Also, individual teachers will sometimes give out a class syllabus that has upcoming projects and bigger assignments and things that are due for the class. Have your student pull out the syllabus for each class and to write down those important project dates and other exams and things that are important into their planner. And it's super helpful if the student can take the planner with them to school and have it on their desk during the class. And then when the teacher tells them an assignment that's coming up, they can write it down right then. Or sometimes the teacher might change the due date for an assignment and then they can make note of it right then. If they wait until they go home and try to remember, usually they're going to forget. So if they can have the planner out on the desk, or if you're a student, get in this habit of having the planner out on your desk in the class and write down those important due dates or change of schedule so that nothing falls through the cracks. Help your student get in the habit of looking at their planner every day and to take those bigger projects and break them down into smaller tasks that they schedule into their planner. This really helps the student develop more self-confidence because they can start to become in charge of their own schedule instead of having to always be reminded of things by their parents. Also, they experience less stress because fewer things are falling through the cracks and they're not putting off projects until the last minute. The second tip is to not overschedule. So don't overschedule yourself and don't overschedule your children. I know that extracurricular activities and social activities are very important, and I'm not saying to eliminate them. Just be very wise and selective when you're choosing those because it creates extra stress for you having to run them around to all their activities, and it's stressful for them to have too many activities and to not have enough downtime or time to study. So make sure you allow enough time to study and do homework and to also have downtime and to not overschedule. The third tip is to focus on the process, not just the end result. Children are naturally curious and intrinsically motivated to learn and to grow. But we as parents can sometimes become overly focused on grades. We might praise our child and tell them that they're so smart because they got good grades. Or we may become overly upset by a bad grade. The problem with this is that kids can start to lose that intrinsic motivation and they can start to feel defined by their grades. They might shy away from an activity that they're really interested in or a class that they're really interested in because they're not really good at it yet and they don't want to risk failing at it, so they just avoid it. Or if they do fail at something or get a bad grade, they may label themselves as a failure and give up instead of taking that experience and learning from it and doing better in the future. So help to foster a love of learning and consider praising your child's hard work and their efforts rather than just their grades. The fourth tip is to set up some regular routines. Having a regular place and time to study can be super helpful, and getting in the habit of doing homework every day. This helps your child focus on the process and to develop the habit of hard work. And they can experience less stress when things aren't falling through the cracks and when they aren't putting off those projects to the last minute. Having a regular sleep routine is also important. We all do better when we have a regular time that we're going to bed and getting up, and when we're getting enough sleep. It's much easier for the student to focus when they've had enough sleep. If your child has a cell phone or other devices that they're tempted to use, consider charging those devices in the parents' room so that they're not tempted to stay up too late on their devices. With school in full swing, there's no time like the present to develop some good life habits. Let's take down the stress and increase your students' chance of success by getting in the habit of using their planner regularly, by not overscheduling them, by focusing on the process rather than just on the end result or the grades, and by establishing some positive routines around study and sleep. Help your child rediscover the love of learning and how to manage themselves through positive daily routines. Take a breath. You've got this. Again, I'm Pamela Henry, creator of the Success Choice System, inviting you to live your life on purpose, with purpose, choosing joy in the journey today. Have a wonderful day.